By virtue of having, I think messes are inevitable. A mess forms when belongings are misplaced from where they belong. My experience is that belonging is usually a temporary position anyway, so everything is always on the brink of ending up displaced and becoming a mess and creating a panic that becomes a kind of pain. Messes kind of hurt. There's a brief heartache in misplacement, a temporary grief in reaching for a desired object and discovering that it is not where you remember placing it. I think that part of the worth having is in the eventual losing. We love while we have because we know we can lose, but sometimes I am immobilized by the potential, the eventual of losing. When I lose my belongings, when they are not where they belong, it's a mess. It becomes a mess and it produces more mess. I have my phone, I lose my phone. I remove the entire contents of my backpack, strip the sheets off my bed, take every coat off its hanger to check every pocket. I find my phone. I have it back, but there's a mess of school supplies and blankets and jackets on the floor and a messy rumination of why am I so attached to this one thing. I have my love. I lose my love. I dig through layers of repressed emotion and irrationally flared defense mechanisms to find it. I find my love. I have it back, but there's a mess of frustrations once forgotten and screw-ups once forgiven, and all I feel like is a mess of misplaced affection. I have my person. I lose my person. And 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 that pattern becomes a mess of abandonment and attachment and commitment issues. And I panic. That panic becomes a kind of pain. I become a mess. A mess is what you become when pieces of your world are displaced over and over again. A mess is what you become when belonging is disrupted over and over again. A mess is what you become when I can't find mine because I will never see mine again, and it happens over and over and over again. By virtue of being, I think it's inevitable that we are always on the brink of becoming a mess, of losing our things and our places and our people. But in my experience, having it all together is usually a temporary possession anyway. The grief is also temporary. The heartache is brief. Something missing is not everything lost. Somewhere formerly belonged is not nowhere to belong. Someone gone is not everyone leaving. Messes can be cleaned up.